bitch better have my money.
Your philosophies are incredible. I just think when you say women are inferior,
sorry,
I didn't say inferior,
What?
but as a creature, look.
See, this is where people go, oh God, whatever.
As a
women
creep, but
turn
they're
off.
not good for them.
Because you're giving her good advice, but since you say shit
that's
like
what
that,
the problem. They won't submit. That's their problem. Is that they feel worse than we do. They are worse. They bleed every month. They sit down to pee. They're not funny. They suck, and they know it. That's why they cause us so much problems.
You realize you could put a Klan hat on him right now.
He don't believe a damn thing that he's saying right now. He just said that his woman feeds him pills like a little child, and if it wasn't for her, he would not probably be sitting here right now.
He's not saying
that doesn't mean she don't suck.
He still thinks she sucks.
No.
As a creature, that's why they're miserable. They are miserable.
Why we bleed is so that your black ass could be sitting here yapping your mouth right now.
That's not my. That's God. That's between you and God. That doesn't.
Let's not get into this conversation again, okay?
I'm not impressed with that.
No, God is impressed with us. That's
you
why
should
he gave
be
us
mad
his gift.
yes.
Thank
but
you.
why are you so angry and
I'm not
we
angry.
aren't? I'm gonna tell you what. When we start a relationship, if it was a building, where do we start? We start from the ground, which is cooch. It's on the ground. We start from the bottom. Where do they start? Do we ask questions? Hey, can you read, baby? You live at home with your, how's your credit? Got a college degree? Do you have children? What are you doing?
you do. You ask those questions to get to the cooch.
They start at the top. They start at the top floor asking me questions about how I am as a person. Let's just keep both of ourselves equal so that we grow together. Women can be bums and still feel good. Still feel good in a room full of men who have elevated themselves into more, way more than our dicks. There's not a guy in the world who lives by his dick. He sells his male prostitutes, but he's selling it to old ladies. He feels terrible. But it's just like, okay, but he's not, there's no dick laurels. There's some niggas that swinging major pipe, and they do that in the hood. But it comes to elevating as a person, you can't.
Whereas a woman, you're saying, can elevate on looks alone.
Dude, look at some of the basketball wives and all of them. They just the uniform. I call my girl. I love my girl, but she's the uniform, light skinned bitch with fat ass. You see my girl. I don't know if you met my girl. She's the uniform.
Very nice lady.
She's a good girl, but she's the uniform. She's just look at it, as Bradley the Pimp said, it ain't the beauty of the bitch, it's the duty of the bitch.
You talk like this at home? You say these things at home?
You think I would? I'm sure. Look, I'm not showing off, man. She hung in there through this. She hung in there, dude. She deserves everything she get. If she's out to hurt me, she deserves that because she got scars on her face.
She deals with this shit every day.
Pressure. And she waiting for me to stop, but if I stop,
now, is she happy?
She'll hate me.
Is she happy?
I don't know. She wants to be married, but I try to talk her through a lot of that stuff. But basically, here's the problem with my girl. She has a this is why it's easy to have 10 women that like you as opposed to one that loves you. She has a black belt in my bullshit. She's very good. When they were all in karate class, 10 of them, I just go, all right, class, ready? Hi-ya! And they all go, hi-ya! Easy. Teach them that. All right, tomorrow we're going to work on back kicks. She fucking knows how to fight. So she come at me, and sometimes she hits me. And I got to always be able to flip her on her head so that she can go master. Because that's where she wants to be. Damn. If she ever feels like I'm not the shit, she fucking will hate my guts and she'll stomp on them. But she's abusive.
Because all women are.
All of them.
Naturally abusive.
They cannot handle being the boss.
Ludicrous. This is fucking.
You ever see a woman boss? You ever see a woman boss?
Yes.
Have you ever had a?
We have a woman boss here.
Have you ever had a really cool woman boss?
Yes.
Because she has to be somebody that makes sure that people don't treat her like she's a woman. Like she has to make sure she's respected. You know, I'll let you be this way. And you ever see, A&E, and they have the jail things, and there'll be a jailhouse sergeant girl. She has to be extra, and you just go, lady, you know what? If girl and guy was just me and you, I'm like women cops. I don't know. It's just like, do me a favor. Just respect the fact that I respect the law. When you arrest me, it's the law. Right. It ain't you. You're a girl. You can't arrest me.
How mad is that at you, K. Fox? Are you praying for him?
Well, at the end of the day, I'm just trying to get you.
What?
You need love, K. Fox.
I need love.
Yeah.
I do, man.
I get nervous for your future. I get nervous.
Hook me up then, Syfe.
No, I'm not playing that game.
Why not?
If it goes wrong and I gotta hear that shit every day.
I'll tell you what.
If you played matchmaker, I would not fault you for whatever happened.
Whatever happened to the Jewish guy you went out with?
He's insane. He's overly jealous, overly protective.
Well, no. The guy from this year who I introduced you to.
Oh, we did go on a date.
Right. What happened? He wasn't swagful, wasn't cute?
He was cool.
Wasn't cute enough for you?
Pants were too tight. He didn't have any lips.
Didn't have any lips. Wow. It's honest. Just keep it honest.
You know what I mean?
It wasn't.
Which ain't nothing wrong with that.
He wasn't swagless.
No, he wasn't swagless. Great conversation.
You just weren't attracted to him.
Who do you give us an example of who you think you like? Meaning, on the
like if there
outside.
was a celebrity I could compare my ideal man
Yeah,
to.
and you think he's it.
His vibe is like that.
I actually know that he is this. He is married, and their family is absolutely beautiful. We had the pleasure of interviewing him one time.
Oh my God,
Boris Kojo, love him.
She likes the uniform. He's the uniform.
No, but he speaks 5 different languages.
Who
he is
gives a
African
shit?
and German.
He only does that so he can get pussy.
But no, this is the way that he was born and raised, man.
It's Kojo.
I
He's
love
the uniform.
him. No,
He's
Boris
an
Kojo's not
8 foot tall, super good looking guy.
Oh,
but you like the uniform in your woman.
So why are you blaming me?
But I'm saying that's what the problem is. I got the uniform. She was the uniform at first. Now she's in business with me. Just like the girl he's married, the woman he's married to.
Yeah.
She's the uniform too.
Mm-hmm. They're beautiful together.
But after you be in business, you don't think about that. My girl's a uniform in terms of me walking around going bang, like there you go. And I'd say, look, baby, you got to stay the uniform because that's what it is. You got to keep me going. So I keep her going, but she got to keep me going. So Boris Kojo is the uniform.
And?
He's never going to treat her. She's going to be in the mailroom.
How do you figure that? He has a wife.
Don't like you.
I mean, of course, you asked me who
No,
would I want
I'm
to
saying I'm
be
being
with.
figurative. He don't like what you are. There's
Her
dudes.
specifically?
What am I?
I think
Specifically
What am I?
her?
Any girl that's thinking like that, look it. I'm telling you.
No, because he married his wife, and I'm sure she didn't want no bum dude either.
You need somebody that. Look, I know. I don't forget where I come from. My girl is at the highest level probably of good looking as I'ma get. They ain't going further than that. I'll get 7s easy, but she's like an 8 or 9. You know what I mean? Or I get 6s, and I'll go for a 6 because you gotta eat.
You gotta eat.
You can't starve, but
Gotta eat.
you go for he's a 10. And the problem is, a 10 ain't gonna look at you like you need to be looked at. He ain't gonna look like, oh my God, she is so delicious.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
So what are you saying? I'm a what? A 7?
No, he's saying you could be a 9 or a 10, but so is he.
I don't go. I use the 9 or 10 as.
What is it?
I go to 30, and this is what I do. And you could do what you want to do, and I'm just saying is a scale of 1 to 30. And 30 being fine as fine, and 1 being ugly as ugly. So a 15 is a eye looking chick.
Perfect. All right.
Okay?
I'm with this.
So it's a matter of what you think you are. Would I say you're a 30? I don't know.
Looks?
But
I mean, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. You know what I'm saying? Once you...
No, it ain't in the eye of the beholder.
It is.
It's like this.
People have a preference. People
What would
have
you
a
say,
type.
K. Fox?
No, we're not going to go around the room and start judging me, okay?
K Fox is very high.
Not what we're going to
She's
do.
hot.
I'm judging you.
Yeah, this is the thing. She went like this, and Here's what I'm risking. Here's what I'm risking by going and it's continuing on. That she hates me for the rest of my life or whatever.
She might.
It tightens up. She's positive she's a 10. But when you go to 30, like I asked a woman if you could go, if there was a club called Club Fine Ass Fine Bitch, and you was trying to get in, and if you couldn't get in, they'd hit you in the head with an ice pick. Would you go to Fine Ass Fine Bitch? No, but you would go to Fine Ass Aight Looking Bitch, or you would go to Ugly Ass Fine Bitch, which is like a 21. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it puts them in a better position when you think of it like that. So when she go, we ain't gonna go around the room. It's like that's what she's used to. Is it all? Stop the presses, because this is where it stops for me.
Point
Go,
blank.
shut
Period.
the fuck up. That's what she's not used to. But see, that's what you have to get her into, so that she goes, wait a minute, that actually feels good. Because I'm out of control. I love being in control. I love someone that puts me right, that pays me no attention. Because I'm a chicken with my head cut off. I have no
You
direction.
call me a chicken head?
Is that? Did you just call her chicken head?
No, I said all women, chickens with their head cut off.
No idea what's going on. Just running around.
Just running around going, I want to be the boss, and you go, okay, I'm following you, boss. Well, I don't know what we're going to do. Where are we going to go? I want to go to the movies.
Are you writing
Where?
a book about your theories?
I want to go to the movies. Where you want to go? I don't know. Well, you the boss, but I don't really have a plan for the company.
But are you writing a book about these theories? I think you should definitely put them down.
Jot them down.
Very interesting.
Damn, man.
Got to.
You should put out a book, Patrice.
You should.
You
really
need a
should.
fat guy.
A fat guy.
Ooh.
Tell me why I need a fat guy.
Because he's going to give you, you need me. And I'm not saying you need me.
I knew it. This is where it was going to come down. He wants me in the fucking mailroom.
You're
man.
not going to run me, but I am going to appreciate what you are.
And what is that? I've been trying to figure out what that is.
A woman that wants to submit.
Oh, I'm a woman that wants to submit.
You want to submit so bad, and that's why you're so mad. You just want to bow down and not be taken advantage of. And it hurts that you think you have to be rough all the time.
I don't think I'm rough. I think strong is a different word. We don't want to be strong all the time. We don't want to be independent all the time. We want to be able to fall back. You know that there's that exercise when you kind of like have the person standing behind you and then you fall and you feel like that person is there. That's how women want to feel with their man in a relationship.
And that means submit. You gotta submit to some degree.
I ain't falling back for nothing.
I mean, but you're a man.
No, but that's
You don't have to.
No, but that makes Syfe. That's Syfe's own shit.
You
Syfe
don't
could be
have
with a
to,
woman
though.
for 50 years. He still wouldn't fall back.
That's what makes that's what makes the relationship work.
But I don't even want that.
Is that they don't want you to ever. Yeah, there's been times in my relationship where I could tell my girl felt like she got a hold of my swag and had it in her purse, and I have to regain it. But I can't be desperate. I can't go, oh man, I fucked up. You just go, I'm better than her, and I just gotta wait. The better than her-ness.
That sounds so healthy.
Be there.
This is the woman he loves.
That should be the name of your book. I'm better than her.
I'm better than her.
It's just, you know, her hands. She's like,
She's done. I gotta tape this bullshit.
no,
Well-
but she has questions, but she just chilling.
Their questions. Fashion night out.
It ain't as much as K Fox's. You know why? Because she hasn't been corrupted as much.
She's so young.
She's
You don't know what her experiences consist of.
She's not corrupted.
Don't you talk about her.
What is your question?
I have no question.
Come on, give me one that you want to ask.
She
Something
don't.
that piqued your interest.
Because she said her age. 22. Yeah.
You know, my boy will not date a girl over 23. 24 is a stretch for him. He will not go out with a girl.
Because they have less. Look at.
And how old is he?
28, 29.
Oh, okay. He's not that old.
Look at the work. It
Still
would
might be
take.
insecure though.
The K Fox work is gonna be very difficult, but the payoff.
That good stuff.
Yeah, but how do you get there?
It's a journey of pain and
Journey. journey.
Just
But you
walk
got to
to the-
understand, all that I give doesn't mean that you're giving it back. So when you're deeply in love with me, I'm not going to be the same deeply in love
It's
with
never
you.
50-50.
Yeah.
In a
So
relationship.
what I have to give is going to be more intense. So you just have to trust that I'm not going to hurt you.
And that's the issue.
That's tough. I gotta be honest. After today, Patrice, that might be tough for her.
That's tough for anybody. Nobody wants to play the fool. Nobody wants to be hurt.
Everybody
woman.
plays the fool.
And you know something about her? I'm looking at K Fox too. Because I know how I am, and I know I'm 42 in life with kids. The way she looks, she wasn't always a dime to her. She's a dime now because dudes grow. And
I don't even think I'm a dime now.
Hold on, real quick. That is a good question. I want to stop for a second.
What?
Were you? I know you said obviously guys wanted to sleep with you because they want to sleep with all women. But were you in high school deemed to be very attractive, or were you kind of average?
No, I was a tomboy.
So guys didn't think of you as hot.
Because she's dark skinned, she has a unique face. It ain't the uniform. But she walk around now, dudes is like, damn. So she has a quality of humbleness that's there too. Because you can see some people are not like the uniform.
So that what? So now she's cocky because now she is.
No, because
No,
now
she's
she's
cocky.
dealing with her. Just like, it's more of a suspect thing too, which is like, you just trying to hit it because you're trying to hit it, but you don't really think I'm as fine as you trying to. Because dudes might have used to play her because she wasn't the uniform.
Well, no. Dudes never used to try to play me. It's more of now that I'm doing what I'm doing, would you still want to be? It's like 50 Cent, 21 Questions. I'm sure everybody goes through that when you're in entertainment. If you weren't that funny, if you weren't Patrice O'Neal, would women even
You
look
can
at you?
answer no.
If Peter
Not
Rosenberg
not
wasn't
as-
Peter Rosenberg on Hot 97, would he get as much play? I don't know if you get a lot of play, Peter. Do you?
I'm with a woman.
I know, but
No, I get more attention.
Exactly.
But I've always been able to talk my way into good stuff. It just takes a long time. Now it can happen faster.
Because there's a lot of fat dudes, a lot of short dudes. There's a lot of
Stop talking
skinny
just about me.
dudes that's got girls and they squares. It's women. Thank God you are not like we are.
yes.
If you were like we are,
We'd all be
we'd
single.
be in deep trouble. But you're not like we are.
But you're clapping,
I'm glad he realizes that.
but you're not understanding it because you wouldn't clap.
No,
for that.
because when a beautiful woman could date the ugliest dude, we're gonna see past all that. But we're gonna be like, but his mind, he's funny, he's stable. You know what I'm saying? A guy that's that ugly is not gonna be able to date another
I have
ugly
to
chick.
say I agree with. I have to say the reason I disagree ultimately with Patrice's theory is that I think women are better than men because of that.
No, but they're doing that because they're scared. They think the ugly guy won't hurt them.
because
no.
the ugly guy will.
It's not even about the ugly guy. It's about they really don't. I don't think my girl thinks I'm ugly, but I know she knows she could be with someone who's more attractive. But she also thinks I could hurt her. She knows that I'm more popular than other guys are too. She still risks it.
But see, Rosenberg, that's not. See, I'm saying as a creature. As a creature, being a man is fantastic, but it takes
It's like being
age. It takes As a creature, being white is easier.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna say that when I say better, it's tongue in cheek better. Like I said, like just playing basketball or something. But is my girl the better half of the relationship? Yeah, because she loved me more. But that's the thing that we have to understand, that if you love her more, you're sitting around doing the things that she does for me that makes us function as a team better than if I did it for her, we'd function less.
I think that's a good point.
She loves me more, and she should. And if she don't, it's not a good relationship. A woman has to be enthralled with you. That's what I'm saying. If it's I have to be in K Fox's mind, so that when she's looking at Boris Kojo, she just goes, nah.
Yeah, because the reality is, K Fox, even if K Fox was with Patrice O'Neal and she wanted to fuck Boris Kojo, she could.
Easily.
You couldn't fuck.
And wouldn't even need to have a personality. Just would have to go, hey, Boris, how's things going with your wife? I don't know. Things ain't going.
Oh, really?
Would you like to come back to my room and we fuck? They don't even have to have skill.
Would you like entry into vagine?
Yeah. It's just they don't have to have charm or nothing. That's why it's, this is a whole nother thing. But that's why they talk about women comedians. You can't be a gorgeous woman comedian because where is your basis for what you need charm and humor for? Where?
Wait a second.
The tool isn't sharp.
Who are some gorgeous women comedians?
Go ahead,
Name some. Name
list
some
them.
Gorgeous, not cute.
and funny. Like, wow.
You like Tina Fey? Would
Not
you consider
gorgeous.
her
No one would call her gorgeous. No disrespect.
What about that other girl, the Jewish girl?
Sarah Silverman?
Yeah.
Sarah's cute. No one would call her gorgeous.
I'm out. I'm fresh out, man.
Hey, that was pretty quick.
Whitney, the new chick, cute.
Whitney, the new chick.
Whitney with the show on NBC. Wow, K Fox.
Oh yeah.
Our entertainment girl, no less, who
No,
doesn't.
I didn't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, she's cute. There are girls who are cute, but what I'm saying is listen, it's the same point I always make about athletes. Athletes aren't always stupid, but their tools aren't particularly sharp because in order to make money and sleep with women, the two most important things in the world, they don't have to use their brain.
They don't have to use all the tools.
No, they don't get work.
Right.
We have to work
yeah.
nonstop to make money.
But again, they still have to work because you can't.
But it's physical,
It's
though.
rare.
Physical.
It's rare that you can be an asshole and get ass. Like you could. It's rare. Maybe a rapper could.
No, a lot of
Maybe a
douchebags-
rapper
No,
could.
I don't agree with that.
I disagree.
I don't know what.
I know so many
Assholes?
guys who for experiment. You should try it. For an experiment, have gone out and insulted women. And did better with women. They go, I'm going to do the opposite of what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be a nice guy. I want to offer you a drink. I want to take your coat. No. I'm going to kind of imply that you're fat. I'm going to say that you're not as smart as you think you are. And it works. Women like assholes, too. That's another thing.
No, I agree.
Next time.
I'm talking in terms of even as an asshole, even if these guys are going out being assholes, there's a charm.
There's something.
Right.
There's a
I
charm
understand
to
that.
it. Like, if you go, geez, you're never going to go, you're just a big fat whore.
Right.
No, you're going to say something
Like, hey, you're
kind of funny.
You're a little chunky over here.
Yeah,
And
like
it's
you're going to
kinda
be an
cute, like,
What's
asshole.
going on? You don't need the nachos.
Right.
You don't need the
But
nachos.
that's kind of
But that's what we
clever,
would do. That's being an asshole. That's being an asshole.
He means a guy walk up and be like, you're fucking fat.
Yeah, they're like, ooh. Hey, Patrice, we're going to have you back again, and we'll do it
He's
again.
looking at me weird.
You're sexy. That's what he's saying to
I
you.
love her. I think I love K Fox. And I'm not even going to fight it. I think I love K Fox.
Submit to me.
Men all come in here and love K Fox.
And I'll be up in here looking crazy.
Well, you're acting crazy even more.
That's not even the way you look. It's
I'm gonna
you
do
say
something. I'm gonna do something with a
say
knuckles.
some wild
though.
shit sometimes. I feel for you. I want you to be happy. I want you to find the love of your life.
Saif, you know
Where's your Boris?
you know a lot of eligible bachelors.
Why do you think that?
Because you're around guys with money all
Eligible?
day. You're a guy with money. You don't hang out with bum dudes, do you?
Yes.
Well,
Yes, he does.
Why do you think I'm a guy
Upgrade
with
your
money? No, I'm fine. My circle's fine. It's tiny and nobody bothers me. I love it.
You're considered a guy with money by her, though.
Why do you think I'm a guy with
Because
money?
we all work together. We have to have some sort of income, right?
Income.
I have an income. I wouldn't consider what I have money.
Well, what about you, Rosenberg? You gonna hook a sister up?
You and anyone who I think would be a good guy who would treat you well and appreciate you, you would consider
Rosenberg-
swagless.
Rosenberg would take that fatal step into trying to hook you up.
Yep.
She would just treat him like garbage.
No, and then it's
Wouldn't.
the
No,
afterwards.
you wouldn't treat him like garbage. Like you're a piece of garbage.
You know what
would
your
just
fucking
go,
boy did? You know what your fucking boy did to me?
No, she wouldn't even. I don't think she would do that. I think she would just go, he's swagless. He's very nice. He has a great education. He has a good job. He's funny. He's all that stuff. But he has no interest in popping bottles with me. And we need to get these bottles of pop.
No,
That's the
not
thing
true.
too. We got to. If she's into that, you just
Not
slowly.
true.
You slowly push her into square world, just so
Square
she
world.
thinks popping bottles is not as sexy as she used to think. She just has to just.
I want to. You know, it'd be a great
gotta
movie.
fight with her.
It would be a great movie if I could, like, change into another species. What's it? Shapeshift. If I could shapeshift into like Boris Kojo without having to have sex with her, because that would be gross. But if I could turn into Boris Kojo and charm her out of the world that she thinks is so alluring, and I'd be like, you know, what's really tight? Just staying home on Monday and watching wrestling
Boom.
by yourself,
Boom.
being comfortable with that.
Oh, it's nothing better.
Nothing.
That's what you. Thanks, bro. That's what you got to get into. You know, that's the only thing.